If you could describe this season with one like facial expression, what would it be?
Wait, it's not done yet. Okay.
That's my expression. Like, did that really just happen? Are they doing this? Oh. Yelling at everyone.
Season 3B, quite intense. Season 4 is taking that up a level.
Yeah.
What was your reaction when reading these scripts for the first time?
Wow. It was simple. That was like definitely my reaction. It was just like, okay, so we're diving. I mean, it's not beyond the realm of Foster's to get super real.
Wow, season 4 is pretty crazy. I mean, already with the first episode, I was in shock, and it's the first time we've ever kind of done like a two-parter as well. So you're gonna be left with a cliffhanger in
a way, I feel like
the
it's
first
a
episode,
three-parter,
right?
Because the finale of that one and
Very
then the first
true.
one.
But you're gonna be left with a huge cliffhanger in the first episode as well.
I mean, I don't know if it's just me, but ever since the beginning of the show, whenever we're in the table reads, I just get chills. Crying at the table read while everyone's just not even in costume. We're just kind of half speed doing it. I'm in tears. I'm in shock. I'm so impressed with our writing and our show and our scripts. They just keep getting better and more intense.
Well, reading the first couple, I was incredibly shocked to find out about all of this that had happened, and it was really suspenseful to go through all of this and to film it all. And as the season has gone on, I go through this every single time. I feel like this, like, it already happened because so much changes and so much goes on within 10 episodes. I feel like it's like a season for every couple episodes because we cover so much, and then it like is on to the next. It's crazy to go through it all.
I was really impressed with the writers. I thought it was really like edgy and a really grounded way to tell the story, because it could be like, the Fosters does NCIS, but I think we managed to ground it. I'm excited. I think it's an important topic, and especially everything that's going on with gun control right now.
Well, it was interesting because we actually shot a few alternate endings for 3B, like the shot of like Nick pulling up and all that. We didn't know. Well, I mean, someone did, but most of us didn't know what they were going to use. We had a shot of Sierra getting in the car with him and not seeing the gun. We had shots of him getting out of the car with the gun in his hand, walking towards the school very clearly. So we had all these different versions. So when we finally got the scripts, it was much more implied and less literal.
So it's like they didn't even want you to know what was going on.
Yeah, they wanted to be like vague, which I think was good. And then the way it's kind of done, you sort of see the effects that it has on the school as a whole, instead of just following the insurgent through the halls. You're seeing how it affects the whole world.
Yeah, I'm really proud of being able to tell the story of a young boy who is really traumatized, going through a lot, is mentally unstable, who is reaching out for help and not able to get it, so he resorts to something that is available to him, which is, puts everyone in danger. I think it's a really smart way of telling that story, and hopefully people will, respond to it in a way that is, impactful.
I mean, it's dealing with an issue that is so common in the U.S. and all over. It's something that I think, really should be on the air and talked about.
What is it like being a part of a show that really deals with issues that are so current right now among teens and adults in the whole world? Basically?
Well, honestly, I don't want to say it's a dream come true, but as an actor, I'm really attracted to roles and projects that do exactly what this show does, which is raising awareness for social injustices. And so having the opportunity to do that, it just fuels my passion for acting, and it fuels me as a person, because instead of just getting up and entertaining people, we're also informing people. We're giving an education.
We cover a lot of topics, but we always try to make it about the characters and not about like ticking off a list of,
Not sugarcoating.
Yeah, not sugarcoating anything, just telling it like it is, and presenting people that are just, in life doing it.
And, some shows tackle issues that are relevant, of course, but we have so much heart in our show, and I feel like our fans are really invested in the characters, which just heightens, everything.
Now that, all of these secrets have boiled and there's going to be consequences, what can you tease for Callie coming up this season?
Well, yeah, so Callie has basically come clean with the mums about her and Brandon in the cabin. And so she basically now is thinking that the mums are going to want to reverse their adoption and is kind of just in this somber kind of accepting, like, grieving phase. The mums are dealing with all of, everything that's going on, and Mariana in particular. So they're not really addressing it, and I think Callie takes that as just, like, dismissing her and just kind of,
Feeling like she's on her own again.
Right, and which she does feel like, so. But the thing about whenever Callie is, like, good and, like, happy, it's like, uh-oh, like, what's around the corner?
You're like, how long's that
I
gonna
know,
actually
we were just shooting a scene, and I was like, Bradley, like, this is so fun. Like, Callie's, like, doing so good. She's so happy. And he was like, yeah, oh, and I'm like, oh, okay, all right, yeah.
About with Brandon and Callie, now that their kind of big secrets are coming to the surface, what's their relationship going to be like?
I think there's a slight shift in gears this time around. In the past, we've seen, even when Brandon and Callie haven't necessarily been seen a lot together, or they're not necessarily in each other's kind of journeys, so to speak, you always had those scenes where they came back together and kind of recapped for each other what was going on. And I think you see a little less of that. There's a little more space in between them. And I think it really stems from kind of the elephant in the room, and then the discovery that the moms have about them, that really, I think, actually, they subconsciously both distract themselves with different things. So Brandon goes with Courtney, and you're going to see Callie doing a lot of new things. She still has AJ, but she also meets a few new people, and she's going to start kind of backtracking her history. So it's a lot of foster care stuff. But I think ultimately they're both just really, really heavily distracting themselves from really talking, from really seeing each other.
Avoiding the problems.
A little bit. So maybe we're going to get to a point where they won't avoid it anymore. They won't be able to. Who knows? But that's kind of the energy, I think, right now.
What's one thing for your character you can tease that's coming up?
Well, Lena turns 40, and she's going to have an all-out bash in a 70s style theme.
Ooh.
And it's really a stretch because obviously I'm not 40. But, it's television, so they gotta, like, go all crazy and stuff.
You gotta have that range to be able to play every age now.
So it was really fun the first couple of days, and then it was like I was marinating in polyester, and I was ready to go home.
That's why this stuff went out.
Exactly.
Brandon this season, I think, is focusing a lot on, I guess, himself in a very weird way. He turns 18, and then he kind of gets this idea that I'm a man, I'm an adult. I know what I'm doing. I have solutions. And so he starts just instantly biting off more than he can chew and making all of these poor choices, thinking that they're responsible choices, thinking that they're what he should be doing, particularly with his relationship with Courtney and her kid and everything that means. So he starts kind of down this rabbit hole with her and trying to support her and provide for her, which he can't because he's in high school. And that only alienates him from the family. So you're going to see Brandon in a very interesting place. And then he's going to have to decide what's most important to him.
In the first couple episodes, I don't know, Jude has a panic. He has a freak out. There's a lockdown at school. Someone's got a gun. He's terrified. He doesn't know what could happen, and he doesn't know what will happen. And so that's kind of the start at which we do start to see Connor come up again. He gets scared in the lockdown. He doesn't know what's going on. He looks for someone to lean on, and the first person that comes to mind is Connor, someone that he loved and who was always there for him. And so throughout this season, we feel the presence and the spirit of Connor, and we see how they affect Jude, what that pressures him into doing, what he ends up doing, what goes on, how that affects him. And he starts to, I feel like that's kind of a part of a way that influences him into doing some stupid stuff. I feel like I keep saying that I think it's good, and everyone questions me as to why, but I think it's because he's secure and happy in this home. He's accepting of who he is. He knows that he's gay, and he's happy with that. And so he gets a little crazy and does some fun stuff.
You get to see another side of Jude.
Exactly. I know.
like
I'm
that.
excited. It's like a side that we've never seen, so it's pretty interesting.
Well, you've kind of seen her dabble in a lot of different things. she has been on the dance team, she's been on the coding team, and she's all about girl power. So she is going to be joining the robotics club, kind of putting her coding skills to test. And yeah, she's going to be getting into that and kind of dealing with the whole idea of a girl leading as well, and kind of the troubles that comes with.
And what can you tease for Jesus coming up? I know there's usually things with girls and relationships and then the whole sports and all that. What can you tease for him coming up?
That's not going away. That's definitely not going away. Jesus will always, most likely, will always have something going on with a girl, or some sort of woman in his life. There's more of that. Definitely look for that. The whole relationship with his birth father, there's some interesting plot lines twisting themselves into the seams.
We will see the continuation of that.
I think you would. I hope you would, and you might, but you're gonna have to watch it just to make sure.
So guys, please tune in for season 4 of The Fosters. I think it's going to be exciting and different, and everyone continues to get older and mature and make mistakes and learn lessons, and continue watching, please.
It just keeps getting better. You're not going to be sorry. Just when you think that we can't come up with something else, we do, and we do it well.
You're gonna learn. It might open your eyes to some serious things going on in American society right now, and it's entertaining, insanely entertaining, and it's kind of like one of those shows that really does hit home. So you should definitely watch it. Because we can relate. It's a relatable show.
It is incredibly dramatic, suspenseful, a lot happens, it's addictive, and it's just all around a great show. Like, why wouldn't you watch The Fosters? Like, what's wrong with you? That's what I would say. What's wrong with you?
I agree with you.
So strongly about this.
Thank you so much for all your support and love. We love you guys. Thank you.